and he said it seems better. So I don't know whether you want to come up or not.
Hello.
Namaste.
Oh, namaste.
Mhm. Very
Yeah,
good.
it's 3 in the morning here, so we have better internet connection.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, beloved, yesterday I went through the peak fever actually of this mental attack
Yes.
of just feeling totally at the mercy of my mind and just feeling absolutely disastrous because the feeling of dying literally,
Yeah.
I mean, it was so intense, and it forced me to even write the letter to you because we had been cut off from the internet connection before when I was on the hot seat, and I was just expressing that I got to feel how this connection, this sentient, connection with all you,
Yes.
and this opportunity was so invigorating to me. And I even mentioned before just now in the chat that just to know that the love for Sadhguru was energy enough to take me through this delusion. I mean, just give an example. Yesterday, it was like my whole life came to not just the story of it, but actually in presence,
Mhm.
how useless I've become and how hard it's been to function, you know, and then of course reverberates with, my God, where's my future? What am I doing? Where am I going? Um, the relationship with my girlfriend's broken up. This is broken up. I don't have a job, and all this sort of stuff.
Yes. You're in
The
the
good
right.
news.
You're in the right.
Sorry.
You're in the right sangha then.
Yes, it's and this is what I was going to say to counterbalance it. I was just getting this unbelievable peace that passes understanding, um, just marinating in this total acceptance. And I could see that that was the awareness itself, and that I had a choice to what to believe in, what to give energy to, just like you said before. And that the whole game is just about that, is what am I going to give and entertain?
Yes.
you know that it seems as simple as that. If it was to be given a technique, it would be that. Who are you going to believe in? You're going to believe in the mind, or you're going to stay in the emptiness and the space. But there again, I just need to expose this, that I'm getting over the stage fright, I think, a little bit of exposing, um, that I feel now with this connection. I've just worked it out that I can put the alarm clock for 2:30 in the morning, and I'm here in my tent, and I'm picking up a reasonable connection. So I'm very happy that I can continue this. And I think it was the human element that I was really missing, is not being connected in the sangha more. You know. It's been my experience before. I lived with Osho in Pune, and and I know the homesickness of living with beautiful people and stuff. So it's just feeling like returning home,
Yes.
and I'm very very in love with you all, and very happy to have this connection.
We're very happy to have you as well. Oh, okay. Wonderful words. Wonderful. Beautiful. You said very beautifully that if there seems to be a choice, the choice only is which voice do I believe? Do I believe the voice of my mind? Or do I believe the emptiness, like you said? Or is it Sadguru in the heart? Same, same. This is very good. Just with this is the end of suffering. Just with this one thing.
Beloved was saying before, I forget her name, that there is a very strong attraction to what is familiar. You know, like if we have suffered a lot, as I personally feel I have in this striving, you know, to become myself. There's a very strong magnetism to staying with the familiar. And if that familiar has been, you know, deep depression and questioning and inquiry,
Yes.
so, you know, this merging with you all in the sense of nothingness and non-judgmental space and acceptance is just, I have no words for my gratitude. It's just so deep.
Very beautiful, very beautiful. And you said very rightly that it is the seeker identity which I find the most resistance from in Satsang. More than the relationship identity or the parent identity or the money identity or the job work identity, the most resistance eventually comes from the seeker identity itself. Because the mind is saying that I have got you so far. I am the one that got you to Ananta, it says, you see. How can you give me up for him? And we have done such beautiful sadhana together. It says we have done inquiry. You remember when we did inquiry once and there was no thought for 1 hour, you see? It tells you these kind of stories it will say that we can do this together. Stay with me. And we say, no, even this seeker you are not. Even this meditator, even this sadhaka, even this inquirer, you are not. So ultimately, that's why we say that even the seeking starts off as a personal journey. And sometimes it becomes a very arrogant journey, see? And has this sense of arrogance about it, you know, even with others. Oh, all of you just chasing women and money. I'm chasing God, you see, I'm seeking God. So this sense of specialness also tends to come into the seeker identity. And when we realize that we are not even this, we are nothing phenomenally, then something seems to pinch. Something seems to hurt on hearing that you are nothing.
Yes, yes, a very humbling, very humbling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing, nothing, nothing. And it is in the realization that this person is nothing, then you realize the no thing which you are, that in which all phenomena takes birth. So you are the full nothing. You are the full no thing. You see? But in the phenomenal world, you are nothing. And if you meet some people on the streets who are not into spirituality or Advaita, and if you say, who are you? You are nothing. It is the biggest insult, you see. Worse than calling them names is to say that you are nothing. Because the ego has made all this investment into making something out of you. Everyone wants to become something. So this acceptance that in this phenomenal realm, I am nothing. At best, I am just the witness of all of this. I cannot do anything. I cannot become something. So it can seem humbling, like you said. But from this humility, the true understanding of what you are, you will realize that you are the Supreme One. but not as a person. See, every person wants to become the supreme one. They have their own idea of what the supreme one is, and someone tries to become God through money, someone who tries to become God through love, even. But no person can ever become God.
Beloved, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Um, it's in regard to the body.
Yeah.
I've always been a very body person, a very athletic, and I do a lot of surfing and diving, and of course it's on a less level now. I just do it when it's really called for, when I feel enthusiasm and so forth. But I've been finding a very powerful, overwhelming lack of energy. My body feels like it, you know, I often want to just rest, you know, and
Yeah.
sleep, and I'm snoozing during the day a lot, and it's very unusual to my normal behavior. Normally I'm very active. Of course I have my you know, my resting moments and so forth, but um, I'm a little bit shocked, a little bit freaked out, you know,
Yeah.
that my energy is just getting zapped, you know, and I'm wondering if it's okay to accept that as well as a part of a sort of a deeper um, sanctuary, you know, a deeper resting, a deeper coming to terms with something
Yeah.
um, on a you know, a more spiritual level, perhaps. I don't know. I'm a little bit divided about that, you know.
Yes. Yes.
And of course that energy is something which you need to take you throughout the day. I don't overtax myself with many activities or anything, which I'm fortunate with here. But so I just eat when I'm hungry, sleep when I'm tired, and drink when I'm thirsty, so to speak.
Yes.
Um, which is wonderful hearing it from Body Harmer, but you know, when you feel very useless and you're taxing yourself in a way as a tyrant, you know, that, oh my God, I'm just such a, what am I doing? Where am I going? You know, that whole sensation again. So my question, as I said, is it okay to be feeling this total exhaustion?
Yes. Yes. So let me answer this a little carefully. So let me start with an example. When I met Muji for the first time and I was on the hot seat, then for about 3, 4, maybe 5 months, there was no energy here in the body to do anything at all. I would just sit around, and then the family started getting very worried. And I don't know whether you know, in India it is quite a thing not to be doing something, you see, because our culture is so much around work and managing the family. Then I wrote to Mujiji and said that this is what's happening, that there is no life energy here which is moving in any direction of work. There is no interest in anything. But I'm the happiest I have ever been. I'm the happiest I have ever been, but everybody around me feels that I'm depressed. So it can play like this. It can play like this.
Very good.
Mind.
Very good.
So
That's
what,
beautiful.
what I want to tell you is that don't make any conclusions about it. You see? Don't make any conclusions about what will happen in the next minute also. So that's why we say it's more about the beautiful neutrality, which is watching in wonder as everything is happening. Either it is lying down on the bed or it could be surfing in the waves. Just don't know, don't predict, and don't make any conclusions that now I'm not so active anymore, or I should be more active, or something like this. So it's neither a doing nor a non-doing. I know this can be a little subtle, so I want to go a little bit slowly on this. That either saying that I've become inactive or saying that I've become very active is not required, you see. It is more saying I
Yes.
know what's going to happen in the next instant. But what seems to have been flowing in the last few days is that no activity has happened. That's completely fine.
Wonderful. I can support that. I just interpret it as, if I sound correct, I suddenly I'm overwhelmed when I surrender to this space of acceptance. I suddenly am overwhelmed with a amazing enthusiasm to do any particular thing, and this energy that comes in is absolutely incredible. It's not me. It's just it takes me.
Yeah.
And so I that seems very true what you're saying.
Yes. And then you see that you have just been the witnessing of all of this play as well.
Yes.
So actually, you are unmoved even by this energy. You see, when you're completely
Yeah.
lethargic or completely active, in either of those two states, you are only the witnessing of these states also. So actually, you have
Yes.
not moved. Like we were saying earlier, you cannot move an inch because there is no concept of space for you. There is no concept of time for you. All of this is
Yes.
just arising within you.
This quality of awareness that you speak of, I can best describe it at the moment as a kind of, it's like I'm inside a bubble. I'm totally surrounded by something which is always here. I can feel it as it's like not to use the word ghost, but it's almost an aura around me of total vigilance, like a camera watching me but not judging. It's sublime, absolutely sublime. Of course, it's, when the mind is so strong, there's a forgetfulness there, and then it sort of comes back, and it can be watched by this absoluteness, and that's how it's becoming for me. Is and also a wearing off. It's feeling like the old tricks and everything are just getting worn off. They're just getting exhausted and thrown by the side, and for me, it feels very, very much
Just
that
on the first
satsang.
point, yes, first point, what I would like to say is that when you look and you see that there is a bubble around me, you see, and there's an aura or something around me. Are you can look and check right now actually, are you that which is inside the bubble or that which is surrounded by the aura, or are you that which is witnessing even this?
I am that which is witnessing myself in the bubble and outside the bubble.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's the highest point. It's like there's a humming sensation. It's hard to describe, I know, but there's like a zoom zoom, of in the air. It's like a very, very eerie kind of presence feeling.
And the witnessing is untouched by even the strangeness or the eeriness of this feeling, isn't it?
Yes,
This is
yes. From this point, I can see myself as the persona very easily.
yes.
I can, it's like a little grain of sand just down there beneath my feet. It's like, yeah.
Yes. This is very good.
And really, Ananta, what is opening this is very clear to me as well. Is being on the hot seat and in connection with my heart, with you, and this is doing just the world of good because the human fragility and the love is really the bridge to all this spirituality. I feel this so strong, you know. Um, yeah. I remember when I was living with Osho and everything, all we used to do all the time was hugging each other and everything, and it's the most wonderful thing. Just this human acceptance and affection, and it's really, we're humans. We're not aliens. We're humans, you know. So I'm very, very grateful to this connection with you all.
Same, my dear. So happy. Very good. So much love to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm so happy we were able to chat like this today. Right.
Yes, me too, very much, very much.
Thank you.
I'll leave space for someone else.
Thank you so much.
Namaste, love to all.